welcome to Education Today. I'm Jonathan Zish, School and Community Relations Coordinator for the Armstrong School District. First, I'd like to thank everybody at WIUP-TV for airing this broadcast. Today we're going to talk about the way physical education classes are changing. The focus isn't on sports anymore. It's about driving home the importance of healthy lifestyle habits. Our guest today is Lisa Heilman. She is a health and physical education instructor for 7th and 8th grade students at Katanning Area Middle School. Lisa, on behalf of the Superintendent and School Board, I'd like to welcome you to the show and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Would you please start us off by just telling us a little bit about yourself and your position?
As you said, my name is Lisa Heilman. I teach here at Katanning Area Middle School. This is my 3rd year, and I teach 8th grade health and both 7th and 8th grade physical education.
Okay. Thank you. I understand the reason we're sitting here is because of an Associated Press article that ran earlier in the school year. Would you please tell me about that and how it motivated you?
Yes. I was reading it in Leader Times, and it was talking about a school out east, and it was talking about the new phase of physical education. It's not so much all about sports and rolling out the ball and playing. It talked about the students reading about sports, answering questions on packets, taking walks on trails, and doing cardiovascular type fitness instead of just sports. They're leading towards Tae-Bo, doing step aerobics, etc. I went to my boss, Mr. Cominos, and I was upset about it. I said, everything this article talks about is exactly what we're doing in our classrooms right now. Even the No Child Left Behind, we incorporate a lot of reading and writing also. And I said, and here we are in the Leader Times back door, and they didn't even realize we were doing this. So he's the one that had me prompt you about getting a little bit of publicity for us.
Sure. Hopefully this show will help people know how physical education is changing in the 21st century. One of the ways that it is changing is what you've told me about, is these athletic packets that you have. You hand them out to students, and I'm told that students are reading and writing in phys ed class.
Yes.
Would you please show these packets and explain how you use them?
Yes. Here's an example of a volleyball packet that I use. This packet explains the instruction of the game, history of the game, how the game is played, along with serving overhand, underhand, how to pass and set, along with spiking, forearm bump pass, etc. Of course, this is something my partner, Mr. John Olinger, and I teach the students also, but this here is a reinforcement, and more detailed, where we don't have the class time to explain this day after day as a reinforcement. So this is the reinforcement for them. Then along with that, we give them a 10-question packet, and it is important we do check for neatness, for them to spell correctly, and most importantly, to write in complete sentence. And this is just an example of one here. A question on the back here says, what is the ready position in volleyball and how is it used? This paper got a perfect 10 out of 10 on this because he wrote the ready position is one of the basic positions in volleyball. So he started explaining it in question form. The knees are slightly bent with hands at waist level and elbows near the body to allow the player to concentrate on the ball. The ready position allows you to be ready to hit the ball. Okay. So there he got the 10 out of 10.
So a student in your class had to actually answer 10 questions in a somewhat, he couldn't be brief about it. He had to give full answers based on the athletic packet that you showed.
Yes, that is a homework assignment, so it's not in class time.
Oh, okay.
That is a homework assignment.
When did you start offering these packets and why?
Mr. Olinger and I began offering these packets 3 years ago. Again, it was a reinforcement of what we're teaching them in the class, and it was also a different way to grade the students. It wasn't just all hands-on and skills. It was also written, and that is for the underprivileged students that aren't as athletic.
Interesting. How are students responding to these packets? Any examples?
We get a lot of pros and cons both. Some of the students do enjoy doing it, answering the questions. In game time, I will hear them telling each other, hey, you're not using the forearm, or you're supposed to be down in lower position. So it helps that way. And you also, on the other hand, get the complaints of it's more written assignment.
Yes.
But I try to reinforce to them that the more they read and write, the better they will be doing on their testing and their scores will go up.
Sure. There's a lot of reading and writing across the whole curriculum.
Yes.
In schools today. And they get graded on this? So what's the criteria for that?
Yes. This is what we call a skills test. And this is 40% of their overall grade versus their dress class participation is 60% of their grade. And when I say skills test, they have to read and answer these packets. Each question is worth 10. 5 is for the correct answer, and second is for complete sentence with the correct spelling, beginning with a capital letter and ending with a period or exclamation mark. And the other part of the skills test is when they're playing the sport, we watch that they are playing with the instructions that we taught them. For example, I don't want them shooting basketball greenie style, but the way we shoot them.
Are there any other benefits of the packets for students?
Yes, this is very good, again, for the students that aren't as athletic. It gives them a chance to help their scores. I don't want it to sound like I grade them on their level or ability, because we don't do that. Again, we focus on that they do the skill the way we were taught them. But this just, one, reinforces what we did teach them, and two, it helps the students that just are not able to get out there and play as well. This way they can show me that they understand the game.
I like how detailed it is in the approach that you and Mr. Olinger have taken.
Thank you.
To revolutionize gym classes. Lisa, I understand that very soon you plan to integrate technology into physical education, specifically with students wearing heart monitors while doing circuit training. I want to explore this because I think it's a revolutionary approach. But first, let's take a look at some footage of a heart monitor in use in circuit training workout at Katanning Area Middle School.
This is Nathan Turco, a student here at Katanning Area Middle School. Currently he is wearing the heart rate watch, and he has this strap on underneath his shirt. It goes across his heart. You can hear it beeping. That beep is telling him that he is not in his target heart rate zone at this moment. When he starts exercising, the beeps will quit, and that is telling him he is then working hard enough to do his heart sufficient good. Nathan is on an elliptical machine, which is one of our stations during the circuit training. He is going forward. This keeps his heart rate up. He can also go in reverse, which would use different leg muscles, but it would still maintain his heart rate. Nathan is moved on to the steps. These are step aerobics. We use them for multiple purposes during the circuit training. Here he is doing a tricep dip, which works the back part of his upper arm. Now Nathan is doing what the step aerobics were designed for. We have these set up 3 high in order to keep his heart rate in his zone. Here Nathan is doing the military press. He has 3 pounds in his left hand and 6 pounds in his right hand. Here you can see Nathan's heart rate decreasing since he had quit the exercise. We're using the formula 220 minus his age times 60 to 85%. When it is beeping, he's out of his zone. Either he's not exercising or he is over-exercised. There you can see it's steady at 148 while his heart is in what they call recovery.
Tremendous footage. Thank you. I guess seeing the circuit training footage prompts me to ask, how does circuit training tie into this new lifestyle push that's going on in physical education?
Well, several reasons. First, we're trying to teach the students that it's a fitness, it's a lifetime fitness they need to be working on. It's not just playing 5-on-5 basketball, because we understand reality. It's going to be difficult to get 10 kids or 10 buddies to go out and play. So we're trying to teach them different areas in order to get their heart rate up. So we started this circuit training 3 years ago. And this is just to teach them that it's physical education, and being active is more about just playing ball.
At what point in the school year do students use circuit training? How many days per week and how many weeks?
Okay, well, since we're at a middle school, our students have physical education class 2 days a week, and it's never 2 consecutive days. We start this at the end of the first 9 weeks, We take the 3 weeks at the end of the 9 weeks, and then we continue it to the first 3 weeks of the second 9 weeks. So it ends up being a 6-week total program at that time. And then we start it again in the spring, right before they do a physical fitness test. We spend 3 weeks reconditioning them so they'll be ready for a physical fitness test.
What responses do you get from the students about the circuit training?
Again, we get pros and cons. We've heard a lot more pros. A lot of the students that don't like sports say they really enjoy this. And we have some of the students that do belong on the athletics team say they enjoy it because they remain conditioned from one sport to the other or during off season. And we get a few negatives.
Sure, that's with anything.
Yes, and we're hoping the heart rate monitors will change that.
Right. About the heart rate monitors, would you please explain the story behind how heart rate monitors are coming to the Katanning Area Middle School?
The heart rate monitors is something that Mr. Olinger and I have been trying to budget into our program for 2 years, and doing research to make sure we get the correct ones. And we're looking to get what they call the E series, and that is for education series. And the importance of that is, for example, if you and I were both exercising together, if it wasn't an educational one, my heart rate monitor might pick up your heartbeat. So these educational one series are set up so you can have it in the gymnasium with 30 or more students, and it's going to be working their own. The reason we are looking for this is because it's judgmental for us to figure who's working at a good pace and who is not. We try to tell the students, if you look at 1 is where you're leisurely walking and 10 is where you're ready to drop over dead, they need to be working somewhere between a 6 or 7. And it's hard for us to actually be judgmental on that. A lot of times we ask the students come over and we'll ask them, how hard do you think you're working on a scale to 10? And they are honest. They will tell you a 6 or an 8 or 9. And we're looking to get heart rate monitors for the students to wear. So whenever they come over, we can look at it. It will tell you exactly how long they worked in their zone, their exercise zone. So it's no longer my judgment whether I felt they worked at a 6 or 7 that day, but the heart rate will tell me.
So it's like an objective way of measuring.
Yes.
You said their zone or something?
Yes.
What is that?
Well, the zone is calculated if you take the formula 220 minus your age, and that is your maximum heart rate. That's the most you want your heart rate to be during exercise. Then to find the target heart rate, you take that number times 60% and again times 85%. So that'll give you somewhere between 127 and 160, for example. And that is the rate that you want the students or yourself to be exercising, is in that target heart rate zone.
Sounds like you're sneaking math into physical education class
yes,
too.
Yes.
We'll have to show our viewers that exact formula at the end of the show.
Okay.
By what month will students use the heart monitors in their classes?
We are hoping to have them by August, September, so Mr. Olinger and I can take a look at them. We would like to try them, like find a guinea pig class to try it first to see how well they're going to work. So we're hoping by mid-October.
So, you know, which group will be the first to use the heart monitors?
We'll probably pick an 8th grade group.
An 8th grade group
to
fall.
Start us off. Yes, it'll be in the fall. Again, once we get the heart rate monitors in and we read up the material and we're comfortable with it, start with an 8th grade group, and hopefully the following week we will have every class will be wearing them.
Okay. Are there any other new approaches to physical education going on now?
Oh, sure. Again, we like to incorporate more than just playing sports. We bring in some Taibo videotapes and some strength training videotapes. We do some lifetime skills. We just finished up bowling, ping pong, and shuffleboard. And again, this is so the students learn that physical education or exercising is not just running or playing sports, that there is lifetime sports out there also.
That's tremendous. Well, you've answered all the questions I have in these last couple minutes. Do you have anything else that we haven't talked about that you'd like to bring up about physical education, trends in the industry, things like that?
Not that I could think of, but anyone's more than welcome to stop in to our program at any time if you have any questions, or if you'd like to bring in shorts and change of clothes and come on in and exercise.
Yes. Well, Lisa, I thank you for sharing your time with us today on behalf of the superintendent and school board to learn more about new education approaches. That's our show for today. I'd like to thank Ren Steele, who teaches television production classes at West Shamokin High School, and his counterpart from Elderton High School, Bobby Hamill. Both of their students did a great job as today's crew. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District and how we are on the move, working with the community for you and your children. Until next time, have a safe and enjoyable week.
To support the core reading and math curriculum, teachers received extensive training on the Plato learning systems, which included full-day sessions as well as building-level support utilizing technology mentors. Through the Plato learning systems, teachers created specific learning pathways for students to maximize learning opportunities and began to analyze ongoing assessment information to make instructional decisions to ensure student success.
The Armstrong School District covers 436 square miles and encompasses 4 attendance areas: Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin. The district's elementary schools offer a full continuum of educational opportunities and developmental programs for students in grades K through 6. Teachers collaborate on student learning projects with an emphasis on developing strong skills in math, science, technology, and language arts. Reasonable class sizes and a productive, student-centered learning environment are the hallmarks of the district. Morning and afternoon kindergarten options are available in each attendance area. The district's secondary schools offer traditional educational programs with a strong focus on student achievement and preparation for post-secondary education and training. The Armstrong School District, in partnership with its families and communities, graduates educationally prepared, productive, morally responsible individuals. To achieve this mission, the Armstrong School District has developed a comprehensive strategic development plan that will guide the district well into the 21st century. The district's strategic plan provides direction for developing locally adopted academic standards that meet and exceed those at the state or national level. The strategic plan also allows the Armstrong School District to maintain control of operations, policy development, and administrative procedures. In the Armstrong School District today, there's a world of possibilities. A world driven by educational technology, where opportunities for extraordinary learning and achievement are as boundless as the dreams, abilities, and imagination of Armstrong School District students and educators. Access to technology is available in all K-12 classrooms in the Armstrong School District. Students use the internet to become active, independent learners. As a productivity, learning, and communications tool, technology has a positive impact on curriculum and instruction. The district's investment in technology enables greater individualized instruction and extends the boundaries of the traditional classroom. Like any successful school district, the Armstrong School District's greatest asset is its dedicated team of educators. Staff development initiatives allow teachers to take part in continuing professional education and training activities. Many of these training initiatives take place in Armstrong School District's new Professional Development Center, located in the district's administrative offices. The state-of-the-art facility features a total of 16 computer workstations, an interactive whiteboard and plasma monitors for video conferencing and multimedia presentations. New initiatives in the electro-optics industry and the emergence of other high-tech industries are positive indicators of economic development in Armstrong County, which could translate into tremendous opportunities for a new generation of employees. To meet the needs of these burgeoning local industries, the Armstrong School District emphasizes math, science, and technology in its curriculum. District graduates are also empowered with solid problem-solving and critical thinking skills. The Armstrong School District provides career awareness and post-secondary education and training opportunities through ongoing partnerships with the Armstrong Educational Trust, Armstrong Chamber of Commerce, Strongland Chamber of Commerce, and Lenape Tech. Post-secondary educational institutions within commuting distance for district residents include Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Clarion University, Penn State New Kensington campus, Butler Community College, and the many colleges and universities located in the Pittsburgh area.
Hello, I'm John Zish, one of the hosts of Education Today. Here's a look at what we have coming up in our next batch of shows. The week of April 11th, we'll look at attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And we'll also talk about a public forum that Armstrong School District is sponsoring in May to raise awareness about ADHD. The week of April 18th, we'll have a grim warning from Armstrong County Coroner Bob Bauer about the dangers of drinking and driving, which is timely because we'll be heading into prom and graduation season. The week of April 25th, we plan to show highlights from Armstrong School District's Act 72 Public Forum. For those who'd like to attend the forum, it is scheduled for 7 p.m. April 14th at Katanning Senior High School. The week of May 2nd, we'll look at the scary side of the internet and other technology with consultant Ray Brannon. He'll show parents how to safeguard their children from internet predators, and he'll give other helpful advice in this eye-opening program. By now, you've probably heard about Act 72, the new Pennsylvania law aimed at lowering property taxes through slots revenues. Armstrong School District is sponsoring an April 14th public forum on this very topic that could be valuable to you. The district's Act 72 public forum is scheduled for 7 p.m. April 14th at the Katanning Senior High School, 1200 Orr Avenue, Katanning. Parking is available in the school lot and participants can enter near the auditorium. For more information, please visit the Armstrong School District's website.